You are here, you talk about Kenyans, you don't talk about America. Every group of people have some identity. Never allow anybody to make you feel embarrassed about who you are and where you come from. That narrative by William Ruto is meant to intimidate the Kikuyu nation and to make us feel sorry about who we are and challenge our capacity to work hard. And that is why when I get an opportunity, I must remind the country that the Mount Kenya people have not been given any advantage by anybody. They are wealthy, they are enterprising because they work hard. They are industrious and they must be allowed to be. If I keep quiet, the people will be intimidated to feel sorry about themselves and who they are. Nobody has given the people of Mount Kenya any advantage. If you want a loan, you must pay security. If you want a business, you must pay licenses. The people are simply hardworking. By me saying they are hardworking, I never said anybody else is lazy. No, I don't believe in negative ethnicity, but I believe in affirming my people and who they are. And I defend them from intimidation.
You need, Mheshimiwa, to start positioning yourself as a national leader, not as a tribal leader. And I know many people won't like what I'm saying, but it's the truth. The first mistake that has been done in this event is speaking Kikuyu. And me, I'm from Madeira, Karandi, so not everyone knows Kikuyu, but I know a little bit. And unless that is addressed, then all this will be for nothing. Because the moment we position ourselves as Kikuyu, another tribe also positions themselves at a certain tribe. And before we know it, we are back to the same problem. I watched a speech about you in Boston, and the speech was a good speech, but there is something you said that Kikuyus are more hardworking, I'm paraphrasing, we've grown the country. But we have done that because we are a beneficiary of the system of Jomo Kenyatta. We cannot say that there are other people from other tribes who are not hardworking. They are. It's just like the whites here. We have that sense of entitlement as Kikuyus, and it has to stop. And if I don't say that, I will not be telling Mheshimiwa the truth. We want Kasongo to go, but we have to say the truth. And what else? Right now I can't think of any other thing because we are still waiting for the program, but thank you so much.
So I think there's this thing that Gachagua is doing that's working purely well for Ruto. The more this guy talks, the more the rest of the country hates him. And the worst thing is that he's dragging his community along with the hate. Because this is what's happening. Because with the statement that he's saying that those are the only hardworking people and they're rich because of mostly hard work, it's kind of a lie because to a larger degree, they had the upper advantage because of Kenyatta and then Uhuru and then Kibaki. Because the people that loot the government are mostly the people that are placed by those people. Kenyatta's government was looted mostly by his friends. And who were his friends? Because that becomes a bigger question. Kibaki's government was looted mostly by his friends. And who were his friends? Moi's government was looted mostly by his friends. And who were his friends? So if you take an accountability of who's looting the government and how rich they are, then it's obvious. So yes, most of them or some of them are working, yes, but is it that most of them earn their money? No, because someone like Rigathi, you can't say that he's a hardworking fella. Most of his money is earned through corruption, and everyone knows that. Most of Kenyatta's family's wealth is earned through corruption. Most like it's a fact. So him claiming and trying to take or blame the other communities that the reason they're not doing as well is because they're not as hardworking, I think it makes other people angrier because it's obvious. And I'm proud of that lady for calling him out because everyone knows, and it's hard for people who have the advantage to say that we have the advantage. It really takes a kind of accountability and a kind of self-assessment that Rigiji never has. And for her to come out that strongly to go against this guy's words, it at least says something about the younger generation. And The younger generation, as much as this guy claims to be honest, the younger generation is more honest. And it's better to be honest with him so that he doesn't drag his entire community with him. Because the more he talks, the more people will vote for Ruto just to punish Rigiji. And it will be worse. It will be a worse situation for the country. It will be a lose-lose. Because either way, those two guys might end up being friends because maybe they are still friends. So this all might be a charade just to divert their attention and give us entertainment. So at times, politics is almost like a soap opera. So Rigiji is now playing the victim, yet akiwa government yeye ndo alikuwa the oppressor. So what changed? At times that's what you need to ask yourself. There was a time this guy was the biggest oppressor to a degree that people loved Ruto and hated Rigiji. So people are in that frenzy, and in case this guy is on the ballot, then Ruto automatically, because if most people are faced with a chance to either choose Rigiji or Ruto, I'm telling you that half of the country will choose Ruto any day, anytime. I think Mount Kenya has very, very good presidential candidate. Someone like Kindiki, as much as he's soiling his name at the moment, he could have made a better president than Ruto, better president than Rigiji, because to some degree there's some humanity in him, and you can see it. You can see it like there's some humanity in him. You can tell that at least he doesn't loot as much, he doesn't steal as much. Maybe he hasn't killed anyone, unlike most of our leaders. So the other option that we're left with is someone like Nini Nyoro. Nini Nyoro can make a very good president, even better than Kibaki, because he understands economics. And that's the most integral part that any president should. He can have better plans for the country than the guy we currently have. The guy we currently have, I don't think he really understands the economics of the country. So I think that's the other side, that as much as we blame him that he doesn't know how to run a country, he's trying because he doesn't know. Someone like Uhuru, as much as he was messing up the country, he knew the right thing to do for the economy to do well, and he didn't do it. He looted it dry. Kibaki knew what to do. He did it for the first 2 years, then he just became as rotten as the rest of them. Someone like Moi, you can't blame him. He didn't know what to do. Kenyatta is even worse. He was just a puppet that was placed there, just looted for himself. He was just some crazy narcissist who was all about himself, and in the end he benefited. He owns still, his family owns most of the land. His family owns most of the biggest businesses. So he did it for them, not for the country. And if you play someone like Rigiji has a similar trait with someone like Kenyatta. It's all about him. Like he can use the way Kenyatta used the Mau Mau people until he got to government, then akawaruka. Same way, Rigiji uses the Mau Mau just to get whatever he wants. After he gets whatever he wants, you think he cares about the Mau Mau. You think he cares about the Kikuyus. Because while he loots, you can't loot for a community. You can never loot for a community. You just loot for yourself and your family and your grandkids. So, as much as he's saying that they're the wealthiest, yes, it's true they're the wealthiest, but also they have some poor people. There are very, very many poor people because there are very many. So, as much as they are very rich people, they are very poor people. They are very educated people. They are very uneducated people. Like it's a population, it's a big population. There are people who are not related to the Kenyattas. They are very, very poor. There are people who are not related to Kibaki. They are very, very poor. There are people who are not related to Gachagua. So they have never enjoyed any proceeds of corruption. So they are very, very poor. So as much as you can steal for community, not everyone will be rich in the end. No matter how hardworking they are, if the system is rigged, no matter how you loot for that community, we live in a society. So if you loot for that community and you mess the price of fuel, you mess the price of bread, you mess the cost of education, you mess with the hospital, everyone is fucked in the end, regardless of whether they are linked to your tribe or not. Whatever Kenyatta did, it messed the entire country, not only the other people that didn't benefit. Even Kikuyus were affected. Moi's bad leadership affected the entire country. Kibaki's first time he tried, the second time was ish. He messed the entire country. Uru's debts, we continuously pay, even those people that he was stealing or think that he was stealing for them, they are paying for debts that never benefited them. So this narrative of mtu wetu and at least anatuibia is the biggest bullshit ever.